Hi Libra, welcome to your May 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everyone. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options, all right, too many. All right, for your actions and interactions with the world at large over the course of May, you get the 10 of Wands. All right, so this is going to be a month where I actually want to say this is a month where a lot of Librans are going to be more true to themselves than they have in a long time. I kind of get this feeling. So the 10 of Wands itself is about release of burdens, right? Letting go of troubles, etc. And I kind of feel like this is about you really sharing some aspect of your life or yourself with people that maybe you haven't been able to up until now. And it's like this huge weight of relief. So it's like this month you're having like a moment where it's almost like I'm going to be more true to myself. And that requires me to be brave and talk about stuff or things that maybe I haven't up until now. So I kind of feel like this is you being more true to yourself, which is actually a similar message to what Virgo had this month. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But fair play to you. The other thing with that 10 of Wands as well, some of you could be deciding on where you are going next, whether this is a move of home, whether this is a move of job, maybe all of the above. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. For your communications and conversations, you have the Page of Cups. So in a lot of ways, this is, I mean, I like the Page of Cups for declarations of love. Lots of people say the Knight of Cups, and it can be, and I can see why, but I like the Page of Cups for a declaration of love. Because you've got this next to the 10 of Wands, I'm almost loath to say, like for some of you, this might be that you see, I almost feel like you're saying to like a friend or someone that maybe, you know, like you have that whole sort of, you've got the banter and the flirting and all the rest of it, but you never really take it anywhere because it's agreed that it is what it is. I kind of feel like this is you sort of going for broke this month and just saying, look, you know what, I'm just going to put it out there. I actually really have a crush on you. I know we're friends. I know we're this, I know whatever, but actually this is how I really feel. Because it is the Page of Cups as well, and this is your communications, it's really greasing the wheels. Like this is a month where if there is a request that you have to make, when you make it, you have that go ahead. You've got that sense of, you know what, it's easier to communicate this, even though it's a desire that I want. This could also be a time where you are choosing to do something that maybe goes against the grain of how people see you. So this could be you voicing what in your head you've probably convinced yourself this is an unpopular opinion, no one's going to like it because it's what I like. But this is like you're no longer doing that whole compromise for other thing, compromise for others thing, which I actually really like. But communications are easy this month. For your love and relations, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So for those of you that work with your crush or potential significant other, there's something here that suggests you are crossing a boundary, you're crossing over that threshold, because the 8 of Pentacles is work. So this is something, is someone that you work with, someone that you work alongside, somebody that you are professionally connected to. You're looking at them in a very different light and deciding, actually, you know what, I think I'm ready to go to that space with you. And maybe this is why, like, maybe this is like, you know, they say you've got the work wife, the work hubby, you know, the work sister, like all of those things. So it'd be interesting to see, you know, where you guys take this. For those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments already, This could be good news for the partner's work and or finances. It may also be a time where your partner's work demands more of their time, effort and energy. And this is especially because you've got that Page of Cups. It's like you're more understanding about this and kind of saying, okay, you know what, it is what it is for now. We'll work something else out. So the partner could be a little more absent than usual this month, but you know, it's setting up some really nice things for you both. For your money and materials, you have the High Priestess. This is hidden monies. This is sources of money, resources that you haven't tapped into as yet. And because you've got this next to the Eight of Pentacles, I'm almost loath to say that this could be a surprise from the partner to say, by the way, I got a promotion and that's why I've been working so hard and so late of recent. You know, like this could also bode very well for your own resources, because the High Priestess is hidden things coming to light, and it may also be a powerful spiritual ally that is helping you uncover new avenues for your money or resources to find you. So this could be really, really nice. I like the High Priestess for money anyway, because it usually brings, and for some of you as well, this could also be a benefactor of some sort that you don't even realize is working on your behalf behind the scenes. For your first week of the month, you've got the Strength card underneath the 10 of Wands. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, my dear Librans, look after your back this month, especially here in this first week. Your mid to lower back, like really, you've got to look after that aspect of yourself over the course of this first week of the month. With that Strength card as well, and again, like it's like you're finding that deep inner courage to say, you know what? I'm going to present this part of me that nobody else usually gets to see. And it's like this unashamed, unapologetic, like bam, you know, like this is me. I like it. I'm here for it. For your second week of the month, you've got the Death card coupled with the Page of Cups. That's a time sequence. Whatever's happening for you in this second week of the month, you're going to be revisiting it in Scorpio season. So pay attention to that. What I will say to you is, so the Death card can be literal physical death, but it could just as easily be, for some of you, maybe this is something that's coming to an end that you thought was a bit more solid than that. Doesn't feel like a partnership. For some of you, this could be some extra work or extra money that you were privy to previously, or that you were in receipt of, or some sort of help or assistance that you were getting. That's okay, because whatever's going away here in the second month, you're getting a whole new sort of potentially revenue stream, but you're at least getting a boost to the finances that is certainly going to make up for this in the short term. So, you know, don't fret too much about it. When it comes to your third week of the month, you've got the Moon card. You've got this underneath the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, it might literally just be like, well, you know, they're working a lot. You know, like you might get the wrong end of the stick and be like, I think they're having an affair. It's like they're always at work and, you know, they've got all this stuff going on. And your partner's going to come home and surprise you and say, oh, by the way, I've just been put up for a promotion and that's what all of this is about. The phrase, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, comes to mind. If you've ever heard that phrase, you know what I mean. So yeah, don't fret too much about it. That midpoint of the month though could be a little bit intense emotionally, I gotta say. And for some of you, maybe whatever it is that you're sharing at the beginning of the month maybe makes you feel a bit sort of exposed or vulnerable for, you know, for any number of reasons. For your fourth week of the month, you've got the Hierophant card underneath the High Priestess. So this is kind of like the Empress and the Emperor, the Sun and the Moon. Why do I say that? Well, you've got the High Priestess. She is the Moon. And then you've got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. The Moon is exalted in Taurus and does good work there because it gives material form to the, you know, watery psychic energies of the Moon. So I like this fourth week of the month for your money, excuse me, your finances and your resources. You could be getting a boost to the finances that you didn't expect. If you're interacting with a financial institution at the end of the month, the money that you need is available to you, which is great. So as we come into May the 16th, this is going to be the full moon, but this full moon is not just a full moon in Scorpio, it's a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So this is the bookend to the first eclipse season of the year. So those are your two cards. I think we're going to take the begin card actually for the new moon in Scorpio. So it's an interesting one because the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is taking place in your second house of finances, money, resources. Your personal funds are getting a do-over or a restart. Especially because you've got the high priestess there as well. If there's money that you want or need to put aside or hide, I would use the I was going to say use the eclipse, but I wouldn't. I would use this fourth week of the month, right? And what's interesting is for your full moon message in Scorpio, you've got the gate 3 and begin, which basically says that this is a difficult beginning. This full moon lunar eclipse is going to bring something to a start. It's gonna, even though it's a full moon, it is gonna see something starting, but it will have a difficult beginning. But what do we say about difficult beginnings? They always breed massive results. It's kind of like, yeah, as much as I will say on that. Then the new moon on the 30th of May is in the sign of Gemini, and for you this is your 9th house. This is all to do with the higher mind and philosophy, legal matters. This is also the space in which we connect to the universal spirit, God, Allah, Buddha, Chi, whatever you want to call it that you perceive to be out there. That new moon in the 9th house could, for some of you, it could bring chances or decisions to maybe connect to international spaces in order to live, maybe for some of you, not all of you, but for some. It could just as easily though see you tapping into, because the 9th house is a very lucky house. And look at this, you've got the gate 14 and luck for your new moon message, which I find very, very interesting. So look out for signs, symbols and synchronicities around the 30th of May to see what shows up for you, because at that point you may have an inkling of what it is that you're supposed to be doing or where it is that you're supposed to put your resources in order for them to flourish and grow. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.